All right, so once again, we have a really nice piano pad sound in program A01, panel B. Panel A is just a piano. Panel B has the piano and the pad. So that'll help us. Again, you'd probably want to set the EQ though to bright right away. Helps the piano stand out. So that'll be helpful. Meanwhile, I've programmed some pads for us. I've used the synth section to create some foundational textures that we can use, and I stored them in the G bank. And so to get there, you can either use the page buttons to scroll up. You can press it numerous times or just hold it and it'll scroll quite quickly. Or you can use the program knob and just keep twisting it until you get to G, starting at number 44. So we have some basic pads that you can just add any piano to by turning the piano on and then selecting your piano. So you have kind of a basic air pad. Another super just basic that has a lot of air texture to it. Even more texture. And this one has a lot more attack and will come in a lot brighter. So I'm just going to go ahead and turn my master volume down for a moment. But that one has a nice bright sound. And then this one's really similar. It's just that when you press a key, it initiates sooner. And then this one called Foundation. Again, just super smooth. And then the last one, which is G50, is a saw pad, so it has a lot more. And it has a swell to it. Depending on how hard you push is how hard the swell is going to come in. So when you give it more pressure, and that's based on this velocity button here. When velocity means that it's affected by how hard you're pressing the key. Whenever you see any of these velocity options, that's pertaining to even how hard you're pressing something will create the effect. So in this case, the effect doesn't exist when you just press soft, but if you want the swell, give it a good attack. Yeah. So that's the saw pad, and then you can of course add a piano to any of these pads. Again, I'm going to choose, my favorite is the Grand Imperial still. It's the same that existed in the Stage 2. Yeah, so that's the pad section. Okay, finally, what I also did was I took the top 50 songs that we do and I saved them by title in the H section of the programs. So we have Alive in You, it would be the first one, and then all the way up to letter Y, You Make Me Brave is the last one. There's a lot I want to tell you about all these songs. And I think what I'll do is create a separate video where I talk about the unique features of each patch, because basically I was taking 4 keyboard parts and putting them into one section. So You'll notice on my patch names, if you ever see an MW at the end of the patch, it means you're going to want to start with the mod wheel down. Make sure the mod wheel is not up and engaged all the way when you first start a song. But that initially, that mod wheel comes in at some point in the song. And that would be kind of up to you to know, where does that feature come in. The pulses in each patch are timed to the tempo of the song as we play them with multi-tracks in Ableton. So therefore, you don't need to worry about, is that pulse off with the tempo? No, it's set to exactly the same tempo that we do the songs in according to Ableton. So you should be set to go with that. As long as you are hitting the key actually on tempo. I mean, if you hit the key totally off tempo, then